Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LCK matchup.
Every year they upgrade it as well. The questions get harder. It's really difficult.
Hey, there were a couple of years where it was a little bit easier, okay?
That's true.
I blame Afrika for that one.
There's a double pulverized. Jiwoo getting taken down very, very low. It is going to be first blood going over to the cow, so Guga collects that as Lehens does go down. But they kill Jiwoo, so he has to walk back to the lane, so he's not going to get the experience for these minions, and more importantly, he doesn't get any more money. As Sylvie is going to be able to find the E on to Canyon. He might have to leave here, of course.
Look at that.
Don't like fire. Does manage to collect the Rift Scuttler, but Sylvie's still doing a fair bit of work here. There's the flash out, and Canyon realizes this brand does some damage.
I love the timing on the graphic there as well, showing Sylvie's the only one that's actually been able to win on the brand. And it really speaks to his play individually. Actually been able to find great pathing here, and I die.
Yeah, is that a caster curse, or is that just a... Yeah, I think that might be. That is going to be Chovy picking up a kill onto the brand. As Lehens just kind of...
It was the summer of...
Oh, no!
So mean.
That is so rude!
It was the summer of KT.
Yeah.
And a large part of that was the fact that Eamon was playing a lot of Ezreal and just alone in the lane. And then Lehens would go on his merry jaunt across the rift.
He would just wander away. He was doing it on Leona originally, but of course then just decided to do it on everything. As Calyx is in trouble, he is just going to explode, and Chovy, that's a solo kill.
Oh, the tragedy there is it's the kill that Chovy...
Do you know what's interesting? Gen.G are going to move to 18 games in a row if they do manage to break the record. But at the same time, okay, I'll hold that thought for a moment here as True Shot Barrage does so much damage to Jiwoo, who's lit on fire as well. Lehens is still looking for it, wants to give the kill over to Pays, and he will. There's the fade away ignite as Lehens is drinking the potion, and it's not going to be enough. Of course, the Eclipse not going to do anything against that. So a 1-for-1 once again. Yeah, second dragon going on over. That is going to be Cloud and Chemtech.
Look at Lehens' build. Oh, it was just free ruby crystals.
He just has a lot of ruby crystals. Yeah. Even with one of them removed. And oh god, we have one of the saddest days when it comes to dragons. 3 of the least damagey. Of course, Cloud is just the best, but it doesn't help you do more damage, just helps you move more fast. As Zenith Blade does bring Lehens in, finds 2 with the Solar Flare as well. And now Keen is running amok. He is taking a lot of damage. He will be taken down to the Ren. True Shot Barrage onto 3. And so it's a 1-for-1. But now there's also this turret getting taken down exceptionally low. Headbutt Pulverize comes in. Lehens actually taxiing to Jiwoo here, as the turret still hasn't gone down. Yeah. Lehens still, he should be very dead. As the Eclipse keeps him alive for a long time. But that actually may have, oh no, wasn't enough to buy them time to get the first turret blood. I thought that maybe it was going to work out.
As he's doing is just trying to get as much time as possible. You know, use his Eclipse when he gets knocked into the wall to try and get as much value. But realistically knows he's dead, as Keen might die again.
He could certainly be in a whole host of trouble, and there it is. There's the flash over. Mihail's going to be able to grab that kill with the help of his jungler. And this is looking not going to be so merciful when it comes to these turrets and the amount of damage they're going to take from him just existing here for a few moments.
He does have 180 CS at 15.5 minutes. That's...
Yeah. It's always weird when Gen.G are in the second series, because I feel like you get into a rhythm of what CS numbers are supposed to look like over a day, and Chovy always challenges that rhythm quite effectively, I'd say. He just finds more, as we know. We do talk about it quite a lot. Minion waves getting shoved in all over the...
Hasn't even really hit his spikes yet. Is looking to get that Manamune as soon as possible. And Canyon can take this by himself. It's going to take a while, but the rest of his team will be there. We see Nongshim in response look towards the top side of the map. I think ideally want to try and play for this outer. They do need to make sure, though, that Mihal doesn't die here, because if you lose an inner this early on, it's a classic Gen.G play to really build that lead, and there we go.
Yeah, they're going to dive in on top of Lehens. He's going to get taken down so incredibly low. That is Pays grabbing the kill. And in a turret then going to be falling down. You mentioned something about this not being necessarily a good thing. What about if they lost every single one of their towers? The outer does get taken on the top side of the map. So there's that.
So I really want to highlight this. There's
Two
one
carries here that were rotating in.
maybe just flip an Ashe.
Perhaps. Well, Solar Flare is going to connect onto the flashless brand. Not a lot of follow-up, though, as the Nature's Grasp does come in. Chovy just free hitting. Pays doing the same thing. Mihail looking for the backline, but his front line's just getting destroyed. Chovy kind of getting sandwiched here as now the rocket jump is going to come in. He flashes after the Callista, and she will be taken out. Wallop avoided. Mihail running for the hills, throwing houses around, but Gen.G aren't too worried about that. This will be the team fight win. Can they find the follow-up kills is the question, though, as Pays, he wants to get, and there is the Mystic shot. Now Mihail is Mini-Na, he's just gonna die. That's gonna be the ace. And Gen.G not looking like they're gonna be losing.
Baron activates because of the ultimate. Like, look at how much damage Baron is actually doing. Like, Sylvie takes a huge chunk.
Jiwoo took half of his health.
Yeah,
though.
right. Because the flank from Keen was good, but I think Gen.G, this wasn't the perfect team fight. A little bit disjointed, a lot invested into a member that wasn't that easy of a kill initially. But I think the 6th man playing a large part there.
Yeah, another Solar Flare comes in. They're all just ganging up on Guga, but he does get a Fate's Call. Canyon possibly out of position, but Chovy makes his way in. True Barrage comes down, and oh my goodness, they're just melting! The brand burnt down the tree like fire is supposed to do, but then his whole team just got wiped out. There is the leap strike over onto Calyx. Jiwoo is trying to do some things here as Lahens once again lying in the dirt, but there's another counter-strike. There is another ace, back to back. And now the last inner turret's gonna go down. This game might be nearing its end.
A valiant effort from Nongshim, Atlas, but when all is said and done, we're 25 minutes almost into the game. It's an 8k gold lead. Top lane has fallen. And I don't think this game is going to continue from Pays, and that's really all they need to win the fight. And then they don't have cooldowns, they don't have people, so Keen says, thank you very much.
Oh, in the meantime, there's a special tree livery into the back line as Lahens trying to keep himself alive. Canyon doing the same thing, and they will succeed for the moment as they're just throwing people in one after the other. Keen now trying to leap strike out, not actually able to pull off the same miracle that the other two did. As Nongshim, they'll get a pick, and they'll create some space for themselves in this game.
Creating space.
Yeah, that's what I went with.
I like it.
I don't know.
I think they're fighting valiantly, Atlas. I just don't think it matters. I think that unless Sylvie gets the steal of a lifetime here.
4 versus 5, though. We'll see whether Gen.G do go for the turn. They have so much money. The Flash Seer not going to connect there from Sylvie. This time Baron has joined Nongshim and is fighting Chovy here, as you can see, doing a lot of damage. Mihail does have a decent Naba, but doesn't have a lot of health. Now Pays able to Arcane Shift his way out. True Shot Barrage almost just kills the brand, and Pays knows that he's out of position, and even the Pillar of Flame's going to miss. That is going to be a solo kill. There's going to be the Baron going down as well. There's a teleport into the top lane. All sorts of things are happening.
It's a formality, Atlas. They're taking Baron. They're TPing top, and Pays says, hey, give me my snack.
Yeah.
I want to get Sylvie.
And that was 4v5 in that moment.
Yeah, it was.
I guess there was some lower health bars and some big wallets.
Chovy and Pays were alive. That's all that Gen.G needs.
Well, there's a flash in from Keen here as well. As I understand, Jonah Strong, it's very hard to keep up with this, but the double knockups are pretty good. Keen looking for Jiwoo, but he flashes away now. Pays chasing after them. Chovy and Canyon are probably going to win the game, but let's have a look down there. Yeah, there it is. True Shot Barrage going to connect. Really nicely done. Well done there from Jonah Strong to catch that kill. And Sylvie has spawned just like Donald Glover, into the room with the pizza. Everything's on fire. It's just not looking great as the Nexus is going to go down, and
These were the best highlights from today's LCK matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say, okay. See you on the next one.